light, but I can see it here. Maybe
Okay, so then on page 2, we have the request. So please pray and dedicate Manjushri through an unmistakable reincarnation.
Oh.
It's the picture you need to show.
Okay.
So please pray and dedicate Manjushri's true and unmistakable reincarnation to time as quickly as possible, and a place where the reincarnation can be very quickly recognized. Please pray the reincarnation can complete all the studies as soon as possible and resume carrying out the legacy of when she has passed life. It will be the most benefit to sentient beings. And may this reincarnation be able to offer extensive benefit to the world and each one of us with time, practice and teaching in the same way as the past life inspired us. May the teachings of Buddha and all the other holy activities of Manjushri's organization be of the greatest benefit to all non-sentient beings. And page 4. Tayata Undare Dare Dare Soma 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 Tayata Undare Dare Dare Soma. The Noble Sutra only brings three terms. In Sanskrit, Arya Ratnachaya Anushmriti Sutra. In Tibetan, Pambakancha Jesujumbeda. Homage to the omniscient one. Purified and consummate, victorious, virtuous and transcendent, dusk gone, foe destroying, entirely perfect Buddha. Full of wisdom and blissfully proceeding, the knower of the world, charioteer and subduer of beings, the unsurpassable and teacher of gods and humans. Such is Buddha, victorious, virtuous and transcendent. He who is thus gone exemplifies the merit which is his cause. In him no root of virtue is ever worn away. Through his manifold patience he is excellently beautiful. He is the treasure ground of merit, adorned with the tokens of enlightenment. He is graced with the flowers of the marks of Buddhahood. All he does is timely and opportune, and nothing inharmonious mars the sight of him. True joy indeed he gives to those who open up their hearts to him in faith. Through the brilliance of his wisdom he is unconfounded, and against his power there is no victory. He is the teacher of all living beings, the father of all bodhisattvas, the king of all supreme ones. He is the guide for those who journey to the city beyond affliction. His wisdom is unbounded, his assurance is beyond imagination. His speech is altogether pure, well-tuned and sweet to hear. Gazing on him one is never sated, his body is beyond compare. By the realm of desire he is unstained, and by the realm of form he is wholly uncontaminated. He is not mingled with the formless, he is altogether free from misery, and from the aggregates he is utterly and altogether liberated. The elements have no hold on him, he has mastery over the sense powers. All his bonds are completely severed, and from all pains he is perfectly and totally released. No craving does he have, he has passed beyond the stream. Perfect is his wisdom, and in the wisdom of the Buddhas, past, present, and to come, he has made his dwelling. In Nirvana, where all suffering is transcended, he does not abide. His abode is on the summit of perfection, whence he perceives all living beings. Such are the sublime qualities that are the greatness of the Buddha, victorious, virtuous, and transcendent. The sacred doctrine is righteous in the outset, righteous in the middle, righteous in the end. In its meaning excellent, and in its words and syllables likewise. It is integral and unalloyed. It is all-sufficing, altogether pure and purifying. Well spoken is this Dharma by the victorious, virtuous, and transcendent. It is a perfect way of seeing and is devoid of flaws. It is perennial and leads us onward. To see this Dharma is to fulfill one's purpose. It produces in the wise the wisdom all-distinguishing. The Dharma spoken by the victorious, virtuous, and transcendent is shown to be well-tempered to the instructions and to the needs of all. It drives one from samsara and causes one to go to perfect Buddhahood. It is free from contradiction, and in it all is summarized. It is to be relied upon totally. It is a cutting of the root. Sangha of the Mahayana comprises those who have well entered, wisely entered with straightforwardness and aptitude. Right it is to join one's hands before them, and right to make prostrations. They are the glorious field of merit. They are the perfect recipients of gifts. They are the objects of offering, everywhere and always. They are the objects worthy of all offering. Then comes the names Manjushri. In the Indian language, Are Manjushri Nam Sangiti, and Tibetan Abhajam Bhagi, Zayamin Abhajapa. In English, chanting the names of the noble Manjushri. Homage to Abhis Manjushri. Then Vajradhara, ever glorious, supreme subduer of the heart, attain the hero conquering the triple world, the Vajra Lord and master of all secrets, with eyes wide open like white lotuses, his face just like a lily in full bloom, while shaking in his hand repeatedly a Vajra of the highest excellence, accompanied by countless Vajrapanis, with features such as fierce turbulent brows, subduers of the heart to tame heroes, appearing with heroic hideous forms, brandishing in their hands their mighty Vajras, the tips of which emit intensive light, great benefactors to all living beings, through skill, through insight, and through great compassion, with pleased and happy attitudes, with joy. Their bodies, those of wrathful deities, protectors who assist the Buddha's deeds. Their bodies, bowing reverentially, paid homage to the true awakened one, protector, blessed one, Tathagata, and joining his two palms respectfully, he said before the Lord the following: O one, their present Lord, for my well-being, would you concern for me and for my sake, that I may reach complete awakening upon the basis of illusions met, and for the sake of every living being sunk deep into the mud of ignorance, their thoughts disturbed by various afflictions, so that they may obtain the highest fruit. May you, the most supreme awakened one, the blessed one, the world's guru and teacher, who knows the great Maya's reality, aware of wishes and abilities, reveal to us the great name chanting on, the wisdom body of the blessed one, the great Ishnisha, master of all speech, the self-arising wisdom emanation, the wisdom deity called Manjushri. These names with meaning both profound and vast, of great significance, unmatched serene, with goodness at their start, middle, and end, proclaimed by Buddhas of the aeons past, and to be taught by Buddhas yet to come, and taught not once but time and time again, by all the Buddhas of the present age, which were respectfully recited in illusions neck, the Tantra most supreme, by multitudes of mighty Vajrapanis, the joyous guardians of secret mantras. Just this I shall uphold with firm resolve, until I reach my final liberation, so that I may become a great protector, the bearer of the Buddha's every secret, and this I shall reveal to living beings, according to each one's capacity, in order that afflictions may be quelled, so ignorance may fully be dispelled. With this request to the Tathagata, the master of all secrets, Vajrapani, his body bowed, his palms politely joined, then stood before the Lord devotedly, and so the Blessed One, Lord Shakyamuni, the best of men, the fully awakened one, extending from his mouth his handsome tongue, a tongue unmatched in both its breadth and length, displaying a gentle smile to living beings, a smile that fills the threefold world with light, that tames the enemy, the four Maras, that ends unwanted birth in all three forms, his voice melodious like that of Brahma, completely filling all the triple world, replied as follows to the Lord of Secrets, the Vajramani, strongest of the strong, that you are abounding in supreme compassion, and aiming to assist all living beings, are willing and prepared to hear from me this evil, quelling, purifying chanting, the chanting of the name so filled with meaning, of Manjushri's embodiment of wisdom. How truly excellent, O Vajradhara, how excellent of you, O Vajrapani, and so I shall, O Master of all secrets, reveal just that to you most splendidly, with single-minded focus. Listen well. How excellent, responded Vajrapani, so truly excellent, O Blessed One. And then the Blessed One, Lord Shakyamuni, surveyed and formed the family great with mantras, the family of the Vidyas and the mantras, the family that is threefold by its nature, the family of and yet beyond the world, the family great and brightening the world, the foremost family of Mahamudra, and so the family great with greatest Nisha. And then about the Lord of speech he spoke these verses, which include 6 kingly mantras, which manifest from non-duality, which bear the quality of non-arising. Om Bhajati Shadunga Jana Rajna Jnana Murtaya Jnana Kaya Bhageshwara Aravatsanaya Te Nama. And so he is the Blessed One, the Buddha, awakened, fully born of the letter A. He is the letter A, the foremost phoneme, supreme, most syllable, with meaning great, arising from great vital force, unborn, beyond expression, based on words or speech, the foremost cause of every form of speech, the shining forth of every kind of language, great feast that takes the form of great passion, reducing bliss in every sentient being, great feast that takes the form of great anger, great enemy of every mental poison, great feast who is by nature great delusion, delusions vanquisher for deluded minds, great feast who is in essence great fury, great adversary to all furiousness, great feast who takes the form of great desire, who vanquishes desire in all forms. He is great carnal lust, he is great bliss, he is great happiness, he is great joy, with great appearance bearing form supreme, with great complexion marked by great physique, with great renown, the great magnificent one, his mandala voluminous and great, the bearer of the mighty sword of wisdom, the foremost god for taming great afflictions, possessing great renown, his glory great, his brightness great, his luster most supreme, most wise upholder of the great illusion, fulfiller of the great illusion's aims, enraptured by the great illusion's rapture, the great illusion's great illusionist, the foremost lord of great magnificence, supreme upholder of great discipline, intense supporter of great tolerance, with valor rooted in great diligence, samadhi resting through great meditation, endowed with bodies flowing from great wisdom, both great in strength and great in skillful means, a brimming ocean filled with vows and knowledge, by nature great in kindness limitless, the foremost mind enriched by great compassion, of great insight, of great intelligence, great dexterous one with methods ever great, commanding powers and great miracles, with driving force supreme with speed unmatched, renowned great Lord of foremost majesty, most valorous owing to his great might, destroying the massive mountain of becoming, unyielding, holding strong, a massive Vajra, great terrifying Lord, the great cruel one, provoking fear in great and daunting creatures, protector as the greatest of all Vidyas, a guru as the greatest of all mantras, traversing all the Mahayana's path, himself the Mahayana's foremost way. He is Mahabodhi, the Buddha, great sage observing great intensive silence, arising from the great mantra way. He is at heart the great mantra way, accomplished in the 10 paramitas, having the 10 paramitas as well, in whom the 10 paramitas are pure, for whom the 10 paramitas are means, protector reigning over all 10 grounds, residing steadily on all 10 grounds, made pure in nature by the tenfold knowledge, maintaining purity through tenfold knowledge, with tenfold forms intent on tenfold content, with tenfold strength, pervasive Lord of sages, achieving every end for every being, endowed with tenfold mastery supreme, beginningless complexity devoid, by nature pure reality and essence, unwavering, a speaker of the truth, with speech and actions perfectly aligned, a teacher of the non-dual truth, non-dual, atop reality's most lofty peak. His selflessness, his wild lion's robe, instilling fear in delight misted seekers, who journeys fruitful, traveling everywhere, a swifter sword in all Tathagatas, a victor stayer of foes, triumphant lord, a universal king with forces great, assembly head, instructor for assemblies, assembly lord, assembly chief, the ruler, most influential, bearing precious burdens, not other bound, his way the greatest way, the lord of speech, the master of expression, most skilled in words, adept with language truthful, with boundless words, the teacher of the truth, providing teachings on the fourfold truth, no coming back, no turning round, I know, the leader of the Prateka Buddhas, gone forth by going forth in different ways, the single cause of all great elements, our heart picture, defilements exhausted, devoid of passion, master of the senses, a right and comfort met with security, for he having called down is free from stains, equipped in full with knowledge and its base, a Sugata, best knower of the world, not thinking me, not clinging unto mind, establishing the system of two truths, upon the edge of cyclic life's far shore, with deeds accomplished, resting on the bank, emerging from untainted lone awareness, with sword-like insight ever penetrating, the Son, the Dhamma King, the noble Dhamma, supreme illuminator of the world, the Dhamma Lord, the sovereign of the Dhamma, the teacher of the path to excellence, accomplishing all goals, fulfilling aims, completely free from wants of any kind, bereft of thought and non-depleting source, the Dhamma source, supreme beyond decay, enriched by merit, merit's gathering, unique great wisdom, wisdom, wisdom rich, aware of what exists and what does not, while gathering the twofold gathering, eternal yielding king of everywhere, the object and the mind of concentration, the master of intelligent reflection, for by oneself alone is he experienced, immovable, the ultimate beginning, the holder of the three enlightened bodies, the Buddha formed of five embodiments, the omnipresent made of five wisdoms, his diadem with five awakened ones, with all five lives maintaining non-attachment, the great progenitor of all the Buddha's eminent and foremost son, arising from the world of true insight, the source's Dharma source, existence ending, whom rise the Vajra's holy dense and the newborn sovereign ruler of the world, emerging from the sky as self-arisen, a massive blaze of knowledge and of insight, illuminating beacon of great light, a lamp of wisdom shining brilliantly, a light for beings, a lantern unto wisdom, with energy supreme, most radiant, the Vidya King, the greatest mantra's Lord, the mantra King achieving noble aims, the great Ashnisha, marvelous Ashisha, the Lord of space, revealer of all things, the best embodiment of every Buddha, with eyes the joy of every living being, creator manifesting varied forms, great sage deserving praise, deserving worship, a mandarin born unto the triple family, a holding mantras of the foremost head, the greatest bearer of the triple gem, who teaches all three fearlessly poised, with snare unfailing, most victorious, the snatcher ever great, the Vajra snare, the Vajra hook, the snare of excellence, called Vajra Bharavan, he is terrific, six-faced, the king of anger, hideous, six-eyed, six arms, the ever-powerful, bearing his terrible fangs, a skeleton, Hala Hala, 100 faces proud, the Yama killer, ruling obstacles, instilling fear with Vajra impetus, the Vajra-hearted, famous for his Vajra, with belly large, with Vajras of illusion, the Vajra-born, the sovereign of the Vajra, akin to space, his core comprised of Vajras, unmoving body with his single dreadlock, his clothes an elephant's rawhide still moist, the great terrific one who cries ha ha, who screams he, instilling fervent fear, his laugh a screeching laugh, a booming laugh, he is the Vajra laugh, the mighty heart, he is the noble Sattva, Vajra Sattva, the Vajra's sovereign Lord, the highest bliss, the Vajra's wrathfulness, the highest joy, intoning homes of Vajra Homkara, with Vajra arrows serving as his weapon.
His sword comprised of Vajra
Slashing hook, upholding every Vajra bearing, with just a single Vajra ending strike, with eyes like Vajra fire truly dreadful, with hair that's like a Vajra set ablaze, immersion of the Vajra great immersion, with eyes like Vajra's eyes 100-fold, with Vajra hairs that sprout upon his body, his unique figure marked by Vajra hairs, with nails advancing Vajras at their tips, with skin that's solid like a Vajra's core, the splendid master donning Vajra garlands, adorned with Vajra fashioned ornaments, with booming voices, laughter crying ha ha, 6-syllable producing Vajra rumbles, great Manjushri sound supremely loud, a roar unique unto the threefold world, the voice that reaches every boundless space, preeminent amongst all voice endowed. He is a being who's fully realized truth, reality, its peak and selflessness, supreme and propagating emptiness, unspoken teaching both the deep and vast, the Dhamma conch emitting piercing sound, the Dhamma gong with lasting resonance, arriving at unbounded liberation. He is the Dhamma drum in all directions, without a form but handsome form supreme, replete with forms diverse comprised of mind, with splendor shining through his every form, with all reflections under his control, invincible, renowned as Lord Supreme, the Lord Supreme who rules the threefold world, abiding on the noble's lofty path, great source of flourishing the Dharma's crown, with youthful form unique unto all worlds, the elder senior father of all beings, adorned with 32 auspicious marks, most beautiful, most handsome in all worlds, the teacher teaching mundane good and knowledge, the teacher to all beings most confident, the world's most trusted guide, protector, savior, the refuge unsurpassed, the guardian, with rich enjoyments filling all of space, the knowledge ocean of omniscient beings, while smashing through the shell of ignorance, and breaking through the cage of cyclic life, the thorough queller of intense affliction, arriving at samsara's opposite shore, his crown the crown of wisdom consecration, his ornaments comprising perfect Buddhas, the soother of the pain of threefold pain, the ender of the trio ending free, arriving at the threefold liberation, completely free of every obscuration, having achieved equality sky-like, beyond the stains of every last affliction, aware of timelessness in all three times, most eminent amongst all sentient beings, the crown amongst those crowned with noble virtues, completely free from every kind of substrate, established firmly on the path of space, the splendid wish-fulfilling jewel in hand, the best of all those precious omnipresent, great wish-fulfilling tree, most plentiful, the greatest of all great auspicious vases, fulfilling the aims of living beings, a doer, an ally most beloved to all creatures, aware of good and bad, aware of times, the omnipresent knower of the pledges, of holding pledges, conscious of occasions, awake to varied aptitudes in beings, with expertise in threefold liberation, with virtues knowing Dharma, auspicious source and all auspiciousness, of all auspicious things the most auspicious, great splendor, glory, good, most prosperous, great reassurance, foremost celebration, great joyousness, the highest form of pleasure, abundance, reverence, actions, and reward, great happiness, the noble Lord of splendor, the greatest garner of all wishes wishful, the highest source of refuge granting, the fearsome enemy of potent danger, alleviating danger in all forms, with tufts of hair, with plumes of luscious hair, with matted locks or tied, by face with 5 hair tufts, his head well crowned, his head adorned with garlands of 5 strands, of holding great observances, head shaven, the foremost of observances, chaste student, with great austerities perfected fully, he is the greatest Veda Gautama, a Brahman, knower of Brahman, arrived in full of Brahma Nirvana, awakening its branches liberation, released complete tranquility, quiescence, Nirvana, peacefulness, tranquility, approaching graceful entry to Nirvana, the culmination ending pain and pleasure, the state devoid of passion, free from substrates, beyond defeat, unmanifest, unmatched, nor making manifest appearance free, pervasive, timeless, fully omnipresent, minute, beyond defilement, seed free, unstained, devoid of passion, passionless, controlling humors, free from every illness, by nature most awake and fully awake, omniscient, knowing everything supreme, beyond reality as consciousness, pristine awareness, bearing non-dual form, beyond conceptualization, effort-free, acting as Buddhas do in every age, the Buddha endless and beginningless, the Buddha at the start devoid of sequence, with wisdom as his only ion state, the Tathagata with wisdom as his body, the sovereign of all language, great debater, the king of discourse, best of orators, the best and greatest of communicators, the unassailable, the lion of speech, with universal vision, true delight, with fire garlands handsome to behold, the endless lot, most radiant, great luster, with shining rays in hand, providing light, the best and foremost of all great physicians, unequaled in removing thorns of pain, a tree providing medicine for all, a four opposing every malady, the lovely crowning jewel of all three worlds, a cluster of the stars most glorious, the end of space in all its 10 directions, Dhamma's victory flag, sharing one large umbrella with the world, with loving kindness and his mandala, the celebrated lotus lord of dance, pervasive with his precious parasol, the blazing energy of all the Buddhas, with bodies fully shared by all the Buddhas, the highest union formed with all the Buddhas, the single teaching taught by all the Buddhas, most glorious with Vajraratna's blessing, the highest sovereign lord of Sarvaratna, the king supreme of Sarva Lokeshwara, the Lord on high of Sarva Vajradhara, the quintessential mind of Sarva Buddha, residing in the mind of every Buddha, the greatest body born by every Buddha, the lovely speech enriching every Buddha, the scorching brightness from the Vajra sun, the stainless luster from the Vajra moon, great passion of the passionless sun lotus, with multi-colored rays that brightly blaze, the perfect Buddha's perfect Vajra posture, retaining for all beings the Buddha's Dharma, the lotus Buddha's celebrated sum, the knowledge treasure for the omniscient, the sovereign king controlling all illusions, the foremost master of the Buddha's spouse, called Vajratisha, so supremely mighty, completely pure, the highest syllable, a top page remedy, the Mahayana, with Vajradharma as his mighty weapon, with Vajra depth renowned as Jineji, with Vajra thought aware of how things are, perfecting all perfection perfectly, adorned by all the grounds of bodhisattvas, the selflessness of pure phenomena, with luster that is moonlight unto knowledge, with great endeavors as illusory nets, the foremost master ruling every tantra, endowed in full with every Vajra posture, completely furnished with all wisdom bodies, completely good with intellect supreme, the embryo of us sustaining beings, great embryo from which all Buddhas form, with emanation circles most diverse, the highest nature of all entities, supportive of the nature of all things, with goals for all, with dhammas unarisen, supportive of the nature of all dhammas, with full awareness of phenomena, in but an instant as the wisest sage, with vivid realization of all dhammas. He is a sage, the greatest intellect, the vanquisher of hosts of evil spirits, unwavering, completely pure in nature, grasping the wakefulness of perfect Buddhas, the direct realization of all Buddhas. He is the flame of wisdom luminous, the great fulfiller of desired aims, the purifier of all evil states, the greatest of all living beings, protector, the earnest liberator of all creatures, unrivaled knight in battle with afflictions, humiliating ignorance his foe, the celebrated mind of amorousness, endowed with forms heroic and repulsive, the dancer living to and fro his hundreds, of lengthy arms while setting down his stride, the dancer spreading through the whole of space, and filling it with Shrimat's 100 arms, to toil atop the surface of the earth, the soul of just 1 foot pervading all, to toil atop the summit of the world, the nail of his big toe suppressing all, whose is one whose aim is non-dual Dharma, whose aim is ultimate beyond destruction, whose mind consists in groups of consciousness, with varied objects, forms, and cognizance, amused with every object of existence, a mind of passion-loving emptiness, transcending worldly passion and the like, with great enjoyment follows threefold walk, with fair complexion white like pristine clouds, with radiance like beams from autumn moons, with luster rivaling the morning sun, with nails emitting light of crimson red, whose handsome crown has sterling sapphires, whose hair has tips of sapphire deep blue, with glory from the light of his great jewel, adorned with emanations of the Buddhas, the shaker of 100 worldly realms, his strength of four miraculous powers, reality with mindfulness supreme, Samadhi, king of fourfold mindfulness, infused with sense from bloom on Bodhi's branches, an ocean of Tathagata virtues, with knowledge of the Eightfold Path true way, with knowledge of the path of perfect Buddhas, the great attachment of all living beings, attachment-free, comparable to space, when springing up in every creature's mind, he is for every being as swift as mind, aware of all the aptitudes of beings, while captivating every creature's mind, with insight into aggregated natures, himself with fully purified aggregates, of the peak of every going forth, was yielding going forth in every way, established on all paths of going forth, the teacher of all forms of going forth, uprooting all becoming with 12 things, endowed with purity in all 12 forms, is formed the way of fourfold noble truth, with realization of the eightfold knowledge, with meaning of the truths in 12-fold forms, aware of suchness in its 16 forms, with true awakening in 20 forms, awakened fully knowing all supreme, dispatching countless sets of some 10 millions, embodiments of emanating Buddhas, the final realization of all moments, who knows each moment's object for all minds, and manifesting for the sake of being, with means derived from varied vehicles, gone forth by way of all three vehicles, remaining in the single vehicle's fruit, in purified afflicted spheres at heart, annihilating every karmic sphere, arrived atop dry land from flooding oceans, emerged from yoga's perilous dark road, released from general, minor, and complete afflictions and their latent tendencies, with insight, means, and foremost empathy, achieving fruitful aims for living beings, abiding object-free through all perceptions, with consciousness as object with cessation, with every being the object of his mind, with knowledge that's the mind of all the Buddhas, residing in the mind of every being, having become their mind's equality, and satisfying the mind of every being. He is for every being great inner joy, confusion-free regarding points of doctrine, completely free from error in all its forms, his thinking free from doubt, his object threefold, his object all three properties by nature, throughout 3 times the content of 5 skandhas, discerning clearly each and every moment, awakening in but a single moment, his basic nature equal to all Buddhas, with body bodiless the best of bodies, with realization of the peak of bodies, displaying his form in every possible way. He is the greatest stone, the precious gem, what all the perfect Buddhas are to know, the Buddha's unsurpassed awakening, devoid of syllables yet born of mantra, arising from great mantra's threefold family, the father to the meaning of all mantras, the greatest Bindu void of syllables, with 5 great syllables, great empty one, 100 syllables devoid of Bindu, endowed with every form yet free from forms, supporting half of 16 Bindus, transcending every grouping void of members, sustaining dhyanas fourth and final peak, aware of dhyanas each and every aspect, with knowledge of samadhi's types and families, the best of bodies, body of samadhi, the sovereign king of all enjoyment bodies, the best of bodies, emanation body, the heir to emanations of the Buddhas, with varied emanations everywhere, while benefiting all however needed, the sovereign of the gods, the god of gods, the Sura Lord, the ruler of immortals, the king of deities, the god's guru, the highest lord of pramatas, pramata, emerged from psychic life symbolizing forest, the single teacher guru for all beings, in every well-known world in all directions, the eminent bestower of the Dharma, concealed by armor made of loving kindness, though shielded by the shield of empathy, with wisdom sword in hand with bow and arrow, concluding war with ignorance and pleasure, the Mara's enemy and tamer hero, eliminating threats from all four Maras, defeating all the armies of the Maras, a guide for living beings, a perfect Buddha, deserving homage, worthy of respect, deserving reverence, always honorable, deserving worship, worthy of regard, the highest Guru ever venerable, traversing all three worlds in just one stride, his step extending past the bounds of space, the knowledge of the three world vast and pure, the sixfold higher knowledge and recall, the Bodhisattva and Mahasattva, with power great transcending worldly life, perfected by his excellence of insight, now unified with insight's highest nature, the whole aware of self, aware of other, but fit for all he is the best of men, surpassing all to which he is compared, supreme most lord of knowing and what's not, the foremost master of imparting Dharma, which shows the meaning of the fourfold seal, the most revered amongst all living beings, engaged in going forth on all three paths, with glory purified by ultimate truth, most fortunate within the threefold world, the celebrated source of all endowments, supreme among the glorious Manjushri. Homage to you, Bhagwan, the best of Vajras, O summit of existence, homage to you. Homage to you, whose source is emptiness, O Buddha's awakening, homage to you. O passion of the Buddhas, homage to you. Desire of the Buddhas, I pay you homage. O love of every Buddha, homage to you. The joy of all the Buddhas, I pay you homage. O smile of every Buddha, homage to you. The laugh of all the Buddhas, I pay you homage. O speech of every Buddha, homage to you. The heart of all the Buddhas, I pay you homage. Arisen from non-being, homage to you. Homage to you, arisen from the Buddhas. Arisen from the sky, homage to you. Homage to you, born of pristine wisdom. O net of illusion, homage to you. Homage to you, the Buddha's spectacle. Homage to you, the everything of all. O body of wisdom, homage to you. Om Sambhava Sambhava Vishade Vajra Om Rakite Parishita Sarvadamaya Danda Sarvadada Janakaya Manjushri Parishadatam Ubadayate Sarvadada Hridayam Hara Hara Om Shriya Bhagavan Jnanamute Vishwara Mahapancha Sarvadamagana Parasumbarishita Samadata Jana Garba. Then Vajradhara, ever glorious, most pleased and satisfied with folded ones, prostrated to the Buddha, noble God, the Blessed One, the Lord, the Tathagata, and with a host of other Vajrapanis of varied forms, the Lord of Pujas, sublime protectors, noble wrathful kings, he then exclaimed this effervescent praise. Protector, we rejoice, how excellent, what you have clearly taught. Through you our lofty aim has been achieved, which leads to true and full awakening. And so the aims of helpless mundane beings who seek the fruits of perfect liberation, just as taught in Maya Jala is the noble path that leads to excellence, with largeness, vastness, and profundity, with meaning great, achieving beings' aims. Justice comprises every Buddha sphere, justice is taught by all who awakened one. This concludes the spring chants and names of this one, Shiva, deity, was extracted from Bhagwan's original Maya Potential 16,000 parts. In his chapter on Nata Samadhi, it was spoken by the Blessed One, Shakyamuni, the Tathagata. Then page 33. And the Sutra time verse. It is teacher and assembly of the children, victorious ones, travelers, and the Chekadavas. Victorious also father and sons, along with lineage masters, all the objects of refuge in infinite lands. Please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Buddhist treasures and complete teachings, through exhalation and practice, you wore the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Lord, to you I make request. For striving single-pointedly for the sake of victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings who suddenly departed to peace, what a great loss. Nevertheless, through the understanding truth of the blessing of the oceans and the three jewels, and the great ways of Bodhicitta and the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory of the fortunate disciples. Patient in bearing the hardships of spreading the teachings of the Muni in general, and the teachings of victorious Jamgans and Kappa in hundreds directions, the Lord of Dharma, holding the three vows and wearing saffron robes, please quickly return as the glory of the pious teachings. You held the teachings of explanation and practice with great asceticism, unable to bear the transmigratory beings that confused by the darkness of suffering. Through your great loving kindness, you skillfully led them to happiness. Unparalleled son of the teachings, please return quickly. Beautified by the ornament of supreme patience and increasing practice of the supreme authentic teachings, victorious one through listening, reflection, and meditation, guide of all transmigratory beings along the perfect path, true and perfect beautiful, please return quickly. Lama, think of me. Lama, consider me. Most kind root Lama, care for me. Most gracious root Lama, do not deprive us of your compassionate refuge. Listen and consider this heartfelt prayer made by a tormented disciple. Lama, embodiment to the Buddhas of 3 times, please bless us. You may rest in the all-pervading great bliss, equipoise within the dhatu of unimpeded luminosity. Yet the playful dance of your loving compassion emanates in myriad ways. The time has come for the return of the swift appearance of your magical wisdom in the Bodhgaya, and for you to care for us once again with your affectionate compassion. Arise, arise, arise from the Bodhgaya. I invoke you, I call upon you, I implore you on behalf of all beings. Do not rest in Vichara or other pure realms. Rather, to benefit the Buddha's teachings and all living beings, swiftly return to this southern continent to spread the Buddha Dharma and study and realization. Quickly return to guide us poor wretched beings. Such is the desperate cry of us, your disciples. Return so we actually behold your presence and receive the blessings of your body, speech, and mind. All violations, errors, mistakes, and broken samaya that we have made in relation to your body, speech, and mind and spontaneous activities, through our being confused and concealing things in erroneous ways, we confess within the luminous emptiness of your 3 kayas, of everything auspicious and supreme auspiciousness. May there be the auspiciousness of emptiness and compassion. May there be the auspiciousness of a timely meeting between master and disciples, through the force of the truth of unchanging suchness. May the unmistaken incarnation return quickly. This cement was made by me and Dakini with pure faith and samaya, our eyes filled with tears and sorrow. May these wishes of a beggar woman be fulfilled through the blessings of deities in the 3 roots. Deception is object, and the deceiver, all dissolved within the expanse of blissful clarity of suchness. And then the king pressed. I bow down to the youthful Arya Manjushri. You lions among humans, gone to freedom in the present, past, and future, in the worlds of 10 directions. To all of you with body, speech, and sincere mind, I bow down with the energy of aspiration for the Bodhisattva way, with a sense of deep respect, and with as many bodies as atoms of the world. To all you Buddhas visualized as real, I bow down. On every atom of Buddhas, numberless as atoms, each amidst a host of bodhisattvas, and I am confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with Buddhas in this way, with infinite oceans of praise for you, and oceans of sound from the aspects of my voice. I sing the breathtaking excellence of Buddhas, and celebrate all of you gone to bliss. Beautiful flowers and regal garlands, sweet music, scented oils and parasols, sparkling lights and sublime incense, I offer to you, victorious ones. Fine dress and fragrant perfumes, sandalwood powder heat high as Mount Meru, all wondrous offerings in spectacular array, I offer to you, victorious ones, with transcendent offerings, peerless and vast, with profound admiration for all the Buddhas, with strength of conviction in the Bodhisattva way, I offer and bow down to all victorious ones. Every harmful action I have done with my body, speech, and mind, overwhelmed by attachment, anger, and confusion. All these I openly lay bare before you. I lift up my heart and rejoice in all positive potential of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, of solitary realizers, hearers still training, and those beyond, and of all ordinary beings. You who are the bright lights of worlds in 10 directions, who have attained the Buddha's omniscience through the stages of awakening. All you who are my guides, please turn the supreme wheel of Dhamma. With palms together I earnestly request. You who may actualize parinirvana, please stay with us for aeons numberless as atoms of the world, for the happiness and well-being of all wanderers in samsara. Whatever slight positive potential I may have created, by paying homage, offering and acknowledging my faults, rejoicing and requesting that the Buddha stay and teach, I now dedicate all this for full awakening. May you Buddhas now living in the worlds of 10 directions, and all you gone to freedom in the past accept my offerings. May those not yet arisen quickly perfect their minds, awakening as fully enlightened ones. May all worlds in 10 directions be entirely pure and vast. May they be filled with bodhisattvas, surrounding Buddhas gathered beneath the Bodhi tree. May as many beings as exist in 10 directions be always well and happy. May all samsaric beings live in accord with the Dhamma, and may their every Dhamma wish be fulfilled. Remembering my past lives in all varieties of existence, may I practice the Bodhisattva way, and thus in each cycle of death, migration, and birth, may I always abandon the householder's life, then following in the footsteps of all the Buddhas and perfecting the practice of a Bodhisattva, may I always act without error or compromise, with ethical discipline faultless and pure. May I teach the Dharma in the language of gods, in every language of spirits and nagas, of humans and of demons, and in the voice of every form of being. May I be gentle-minded, cultivating the 6 parameters, and never forget bodhicitta. May I completely cleanse without omission every negativity and all that obscures this awakening mind. May I traverse all my lives in the world, free of karma, afflictions, and interfering forces, just as the lotus blossom is undisturbed by the water's wave, just as the sun and moon move unhindered through the sky. May I ease the suffering in the lower realms, and in the many directions and dimensions of the universe. May I guide all wanderers in samsara to the pure bliss of awakening, and be of worldly benefit to them as well. May I practice constantly for aeons to come, perfecting the activities of awakening, acting in harmony with the various dispositions of beings, showing the ways of a bodhisattva. May I always have the friendship of those whose path is like mine, and with body, words, and also mind, may we practice together the same aspirations and activities. May I always meet a spiritual mentor, and never displease that excellent friend who deeply wishes to help me and expertly teaches the bodhisattva way. May I always directly see the Buddhas, masters encircled by bodhisattvas, without pause or discouragement, aeons to come. May I make extensive offerings to them. May I hold within me the Buddha's genuine Dhamma, illuminate everywhere the teachings that awaken, embody the realizations of a bodhisattva, and practice ardently in all future aeons, while circling through all states of existence. May I become an endless treasure of good qualities, skillful means, wisdom, samadhi, and liberating stabilizations, gathering limitless pristine wisdom and positive potential. On one atom I shall see Buddha fields numberless as atoms, inconceivable Buddhas among bodhisattvas in every field, practicing the activities of awakening. Perceiving this in all directions, I dive into an ocean of Buddha fields, each an ocean of 3 times Buddhas in the space of a wisp of hair. So I too will practice for an ocean of aeons. Thus I am continually immersed in the speech of the Buddhas, expression that reveals an ocean of qualities in one word, the completely pure eloquence of all the Buddhas, communication suited to the various tendencies of beings. With strength of understanding I plunge into the infinite enlightened speech of the Dhamma, of all Buddhas in 3 times gone to freedom, who continually turn the wheel of Dhamma methods. I shall experience in one moment such vast activity of all future aeons, and I will enter into all aeons of the 3 times, in but a fraction of a second. In one instant I shall see all those awakened beings, past, present, and future lines among humans, and with the power of the illusionite stabilization, I will constantly engage in their inconceivable activity. I shall manifest upon one single atom the array of pure lands, present, past, and future. Likewise, I shall enter the array of pure Buddha fields in every direction without exception. I shall enter the very presence of all my guides, those lights of this world who are yet to appear, those sequentially turning the wheels of complete awakening, those who reveal nirvana, final perfect peace. May I achieve the power of swift magical emanation, the power to lead to the great vehicle through every approach, the power of always beneficial activity, the power of love pervading all realms, the power of all surpassing positive potential, the power of supreme knowledge unobstructed by discrimination, and through the powers of wisdom, skillful means, and samadhi, may I achieve the perfect power of awakening, purifying the power of all contaminated actions, crushing the power of disturbing emotions at their root, diffusing the power of interfering forces. I shall perfect the power of the Bodhisattva practice. May I purify an ocean of worlds. May I free an ocean of beings. May I clearly see an ocean of Dharma. May I realize an ocean of pristine wisdom. May I purify an ocean of activities. May I fulfill an ocean of aspirations. May I make offerings to an ocean of Buddhas. May I practice without discouragement for an ocean of aeons. To awaken fully through this Bodhisattva way, I shall fulfill without exception all the diverse aspirations of the awakening practice of all Buddhas gone to freedom in the 3 times everywhere, in order to practice exactly as the wise one, called Samandavajra, all-embracing good, the older brother of the sons and daughters of the Buddhas. I completely dedicate all this goodness. Likewise, may I dedicate just as a skillful Samandavajra, with pure body, speech, and mind, pure actions, and pure Buddha fields. I shall give rise to the aspirations of Manjushri for this Bodhisattva practice of all-embracing good, to perfect these practices without discouragement nor pause in all future aeons. May my pure activities be endless, my good qualities boundless, and through abiding in immeasurable activity, may I actualize infinite emanations. Limitless is the endless space, likewise limitless are living beings, thus limitless are karma and afflictions. May my aspirations reach be limitless as well. One may offer to the Buddhas all wealth and adornments of infinite worlds in 10 directions, and one may offer during aeons numberless as atoms of the world, even the greatest happiness of gods and humans. But whoever hears this extraordinary aspiration and longing for highest awakening, gives rise to faith just once, creates far more precious positive potential. Those who make this heartfelt aspiration for the Bodhisattva way will be free of all lower rebirths, free of harmful companions, and will quickly see Amitabha infinite light. And even in this very human life, they will be nourished by happiness and have all conducive circumstances. Without waiting long, they will become like Samandavajra himself. Those who give voice to this extraordinary aspiration will quickly and completely purify the 5 boundless harmful actions created under the power of ignorance, blessed with supreme knowledge, excellent body, family, attributes, and appearance. They will be invincible to vast interfering forces and misleading teachers, and all the 3 worlds will make offerings, going quickly to the noble Bodhi tree, and sitting there to benefit sentient beings, subduing all interfering forces. They will fully awaken and turn the great wheel of Dharma. Have no doubt that complete awakening is the fully ripened result comprehended only by a Buddha, of holding in mind by teaching, reading, or reciting this aspiration of the Bodhisattva practice, in order to train just like the hero Manjushri who knows reality as it is, and just like Samantavajra as well. I completely dedicate all this goodness just as they did, with that dedication which is praised as greatest by all the Buddhas gone to freedom in the 3 times. I too dedicate all my roots of goodness for the attainments of the Bodhisattva practice when the moment of my death arrives, by eliminating all obscurations and directly perceiving Amitabha. May I go immediately to Sukhavati, pure land of great joy. Having gone to Sukhavati, may I actualize the meaning of these aspirations, fulfilling them all without exception, for the benefit of beings as long as this world endures, born from extremely beautiful superlative lotus, in this joyful land of Buddha's magnificent Bandhana. May I receive a prediction of my awakening directly from the Buddha Amitabha. Having received the prediction there, may I create vast benefit for beings throughout the 10 directions, with 1 billion emanations by the power of wisdom,
through even the small virtue I have accumulated by offering this prayer of the Bodhisattva practice. May all the positive aspirations of beings be fulfilled in an instant through creating limitless positive potential by dedicating this prayer of Samantabhadra's seeds. May all beings drowning in the torrent of suffering enter the presence of Amitabha through this kingdom of aspirations, which is the greatest of the sublime, helping infinite wanderers in samsara through the accomplishment of this scripture dancing with Samantabhadra's practice. May suffering realms be utterly emptied of all beings. And then the long night prayer for Lama. Incomparably kind and sweet and together, the wish granting, wish fulfilling joy, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world. May you have a long life and all your wishes be spontaneously. Chitan Kongir and God. And the 3-time rights collected by others, may Bodhicitta, the source of all happiness and success for myself and for all sentient beings, be actualized within my own mind and in the hearts of my family members, in the hearts of all the people around me, in the hearts of all sentient beings without even a second's delay, and for those in whose hearts Bodhicitta has been generated, may it increase. Jancho Central Rinpoche, Makia Panam Kikish, Kyabje Zopa Rinpoche, due to all the past, present, future rights collected by me and the 3-time rights collected by others, which exist but which are empty from their own side, may the I who exists, who is empty from its own side, achieve Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which exists, which is empty from its own side, and lead all the sentient beings who exist, who are empty from their own side, to that state of full enlightenment which exists, which is empty from its own side, by myself alone, who exists, and is empty from its own side. And then the mantras to increase the right. Chandende Deshin Shabadra Chumayan Dabasobe Sange Nambanati Yaginga Bola Chatsalo Chanja Samba Samba Chambokundu Sambola Chatsalo Tayata Om Nandriva Awa Bodhineso Om Duru Duru Taya Mukeso Tayata Om Nandriva Awa Bodhineso Om Duru Duru Taya Mukeso Tayata Om Nandriva Awa Bodhineso Om Duru Duru Taya Mukeso Tayata Om Nandriva Awa Bodhineso Om Duru Duru Taya Mukeso Tayata Om Nandriva Awa Bodhineso Om Duru Duru Taya Mukeso Tayata Om Nandriva Awa Bodhineso Om Duru Duru Taya Mukeso Tayata Om Nandriva Awa Bodhineso Om Duru Duru Taya Mukeso Chandende Deshin Shabadra Chumayan Dabasobe Sange Mengela Manduri Ergi Kapola Chatsa Chandende Deshin Shabadra Chumayan Dabasobe Sange Noada Mandan Tanchera Tuju Mega Pola Chatsa. Choose the blessings, the eminent victorious ones, and Bodhisattvas, truth, infallible, and rising, and the power of my pure special attitude taking responsibility. May all the aims of my pure prayers be accomplished immediately. So that completes the Return Back to His Prayers.